Hello everyone, it's Ben from the Chat to give you a brand new video today, and we have a brand new background. Well, it's not brand new, but you can see it for the first time. We have the old background up here, which is the movie posters. We have Bill Hicks over there, up there he is. And we have the Harry Potter poster print in the far background in the corner over there. And the TV. And the chair behind me. So let's see how this goes. So this review this time is Epic Elvis in Concert. This was conceptually conceived when Baz Luhrmann found a load of Elvis video tapes and lost prints and in an interview, and he thought, oh, nobody's done this, so he put it together. But because when he was looking for footage for the Elvis Epic movie in 2022, which some people say is a Tom Parker movie, but Elvis as well. But it's neither. It's both. I think their story. So yeah, this is where it's come from. Some of the music was done by Peter Jackson's company, Park Road Productions. Some of the sound was not synced with the video or footage they found, and some of the stuff was created by, not created by, but some of the background instruments were created by AI, and some of them performances were taken from the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra performances, Burning Love, Can't Help Falling in Love with You, and a couple of others. So yeah, what they have done here is absolutely outstanding. The sound is like Elvis is here today. Now, I'm not an Elvis fan. I know someone who is, and I took her to see this film, and this was the third time I've seen it. So I was bored out of my skull because it's the third time I'd seen it. I wasn't bored of the music, but I kind of knew. I didn't know most of the songs, but the songs I do know are good. And my Christ, an Elvis fan, and she cried her eyes out. I mean, the third time I saw it, and that was the best thing that, you know, that meant something to someone. And the third time I saw it was the best time I saw it, because, you know, I'd seen the film, I'd seen the music, and to watch her be transfixed. What was she transfixed by? She was transfixed by the colour restoration and the sound of the instruments and the sound of Elvis. It was like it was just recorded yesterday, and it was crisp. There was a few bits and pieces where, like in Hound Dog, you can tell they didn't clean it up just to show what it would have sounded like, and then bang, the music kicked in and you could just hear the sound. The first 15 minutes of this movie were like Elvis's backstory, like why he was controversy in the late 50s, in sort of when he started in the 50s, and then when he went to the army because some American Christian bloke decided that, my God, he moved his pelvis and it was against Jesus and God, and my God, it was awful, and I know what he thought, and I know I'm a deep Christian, and I know it's evil, brother. Oh, and I was like, okay. So yeah, that's that out of the way, and so they sent him in the army as punishment, basically, and he came out and he basically said, nope, I haven't changed much, but let's get back to it. So, and then they go to some behind the scenes footage, and they kind of get him ready for the shows and performing. It kind of reminds me of Michael Jackson's "This Is It," but obviously that's all behind the scenes footage because he never got to do that show. So yeah, that's what it kind of reminds me of. So it's just amazing how they go from, because the bit that reminds me of this is where they go from behind the scenes to a real thing, to this, to that, to mix it together. But the sound of the music in the surround sound setting is mind-blowing when you hear the tinniness of Hound Dog. which they put in the film, and then you go to the from a TV special, black and white, into him doing it on stage, and you hear the difference. It is crisp. It is amazing. The drums are amazing. The picture quality. I saw a YouTube clip where they found this footage, and then they cleaned it up with Peter Jackson's behind the scenes people, Park Road Productions, where they've also done Beatles Get Back Together on Disney Plus, a 3-part documentary, and They Shall Never Grow Old, which I haven't seen neither but want to. Again, I'm not a Beatles fan, but I want to see that because I've seen this. So yeah, the sound is amazing. The story goes along with this interview they found of Elvis in the vaults, so they kind of mirror it around there, and his voice and the sound, I cannot give it enough. And another thing which shocked me is his humour. He had absolutely humour on stage, humour behind the scenes, joking around, a little bit naughty. At one point, somebody threw a bra on stage and he put it on his head. You know, it was just playing to the audience and playing to the audience of his backing singers, and sometimes making them jump, you know, or making them laugh mid-song. Whilst he was singing away, they were cracking up, admitting that he didn't know the end to Burning Love. I mean, this is things that you don't see. Am I giving it away? Yeah. Did it take it away from the film? No, because it's just, this isn't a story, this is an experience. And the sound, the visual upgrade is an understatement. The AI tools, the Philharmonic Orchestra sounds, you know, it's an experience. Obviously, I'm recording this late and it's not in cinema anymore, but it will be on 4K and home viewing soon, I would imagine, in the UK. There's no release date for that yet, but there is for America. So, but yeah, this is amazing, absolutely amazing, and it's wanted me to watch the Beatles thing now on Disney Plus. So, but that's 2.5 hours each, pretty much. So it'll take me a while, but Elvis, epic in concert. Epic it was. I am not an Elvis fan, but I do know certain songs from Lilo and Stitch, and just one from South Park, which made me giggle every time it come on, the 3 times I've seen it. Yes, I know I started the review with, you know, I was bored, but the sound is amazing. It's brilliant. So that's been my review of Epic Elvis in Concert. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye!